OOPArts, Episode 9, The Vimanas of Ancient India. The Flying Machines of the Ancients. Long before airplanes filled the skies, ancient texts described machines that could fly. These mysterious flying vehicles were known as Vimanas, and their descriptions have sparked debate for generations. The story begins thousands of years ago in ancient India, where sacred Sanskrit texts recorded tales of powerful gods, great battles, and machines that moved through the sky with incredible speed. One of the most famous texts mentioning Vimanas is the Mahabharata, one of the longest epic poems ever written. In its verses, warriors are described traveling in flying chariots capable of soaring high above the earth. Another text, the Ramayana, tells the story of a legendary flying craft called the Pushpaka Vimana, a vehicle said to move at the will of its pilot and travel vast distances across the sky. Descriptions of these flying machines are surprisingly detailed. Some accounts describe circular crafts with multiple levels, windows, and propulsion systems powered by unknown energy sources. Others mention glowing lights, loud noises, and movements that sound remarkably similar to modern aircraft. For centuries, these stories were considered purely mythological, symbolic tales meant to entertain or teach moral lessons. But in the late 1800s and early 1900s, interest in Vimanas grew again. Scholars began studying ancient manuscripts more closely, searching for technical descriptions hidden within poetic language. One particularly controversial text, known as the Vaimanika Shastra, claimed to outline detailed instructions for constructing Vimanas. The document described materials, propulsion systems, and even methods for making the crafts invisible to enemies. To some, this sounded less like mythology and more like engineering. Supporters of the theory suggested that ancient civilizations may have possessed advanced knowledge that was later lost to time. Could these texts be describing real machines rather than symbolic stories? Alternative historians proposed bold explanations. Some believed Vimanas were remnants of a forgotten technological civilization, an advanced society that existed long before recorded history. Others suggested the crafts might represent encounters with visitors from the stars, remembered and recorded by ancient storytellers. But skeptics urged caution. Modern historians and linguists studying the Vaimanika Shastra concluded that the document was likely written in the early 1900s, not in ancient times as originally believed. Engineers who examined the designs described in the text found that many of the proposed flying machines would not actually function using known principles of physics. Still, the descriptions in ancient epics remain fascinating. They describe aerial battles, long-distance travel through the sky, and glowing vehicles that sound uncannily similar to modern aircraft or even unidentified flying objects. Were these simply poetic visions from imaginative storytellers, or do they represent fragments of knowledge passed down from a forgotten age? Even today, the mystery of Vimanas continues to capture imaginations around the world, because sometimes the line between mythology and history isn't as clear as we think, and hidden within the pages of ancient texts may be stories that hint at technologies far beyond their time, or perhaps far beyond our understanding.